Hey, and welcome. I'm so glad that you are tuning in to this broadcast. If you're new here, my name is Coach Cherie. I'm a business coach and a financial expert, and I help female entrepreneurs to relaunch for bigger profits while gaining financial freedom. Super excited to have you and super excited to teach. Listen, do me a favor because I actually have this amazing broadcast. Um, repurposed over different platforms. So if you are tuning in from Facebook or YouTube, I want you to do me a favor and type in the comments what you do. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what you do. And then also, if you're catching the replay, because this is a live video. So if you're catching the replay, do me a favor in the comments, just type replay. And for my podcast listeners, I just want to thank you for tuning in to this episode. And we're going to be talking about how to become an answered prayer and attract more clients, right? I really got kind of excited to do this episode, and I'm going to tell you why. Um, I can't, I don't think I can count on my hands how many times someone have told me that I was God sent, right? Or that I was the answer to their prayers, right? If you've ever heard a client or a customer say, man, I was just like literally looking for someone to help me with XYZ. And all of a sudden, I saw you pop up, or someone told me about you, or I came across your business page, or, blase, however they are coming across you, right? I have had that happen so much in my career, especially going further back when I was doing real estate full time at that time. So many people were drawn to me because they may have saw me and they would say, you are an answered prayer. Or I would hear them say, man, the Holy Spirit told me, I just knew that you were going to help me. I just felt it. And so I want to really hone in and talk to you about what it means to become an answered prayer and attract more clients through being an answered prayer, right? Because at the end of the day, you want to attract more clients, but you also still want to do a good service, right? Now I ask myself, am I really the answered prayers, or am I, maybe it's not me. Maybe it's AI. Is it AI or is it an answered prayer? I want you to type in the chat box what you feel. If it's AI or am I an answered prayer? And I'm just going to be honest with you. I really believe it's a little bit of both. Okay. You can be an answered prayer, and at times, maybe that person was not the answered prayer. Maybe it was just AI. Maybe it was just the way things are set up with technology. And if you understand how AI works and just pixels and all that, techie stuff, and how they are really, it is designed to study your habits and study your interests and almost manipulate, right? That's what it's doing. That's what it's doing. Studying your behaviors of what you like, what you're interested in, and showing other people's content who answer that, right? And so I really want to get right into it because I'm jumping ahead of myself, but I just kind of wanted you to understand what I meant when I said AI. If you've ever said something like, AI is getting so smart that I can literally say a word and of what I'm looking for, a service, and next thing you know, it's popping up in my email, like you are in my email. Like, hello, get out of my email, right? If they're in my email, or they may even pop up in my on my Facebook page, on Google Ads, and so AI is that sharp. But there's also another thing that is just you being an answered prayer. And I'm going to talk to you today about combining those two, right? And what that looks like. Okay, so let's get into it. The first thing I want to say when it comes to being an answered prayer, you want to think about being a problem solver. Okay, I want you to really keep that in your mind, because during this whole broadcast, I'm going to be doing a lot of talking about. I'm going to talk a lot about being a problem solver. Okay, so what do I mean by that, being a problem solver? I'm going to be honest. If you can solve problems, right? And when I say solve problems, that could be your creator, right? Creators solve problems. They create things, right? Strategists, they have insight, they have wisdom, right? They have insight to see loopholes and holes within your business, or whatever it is. They can, even those that are called to just do different things, in whatever industry you're in. I don't want to start naming out industries, but that you may be a strategist, right? You may strategize different things with inside of your industry. I am a strategist. I can really look inside someone's launches or their business and see where the loopholes are at. Or I can also help someone to strategize an entire new business plan on top of what they've been doing, and bring in an entire new stream of income. That is a gift that I have, though, right? But that also comes with being able to solve problems. So if you can solve a problem, then people are going to be drawn to you. So you have to think about too, when it comes to that, if your solutions. So the business that you have, or some of you are within network marketing, or maybe your travel agents, life insurance agents, credit repair agents, or maybe your coaches, maybe your bakers, maybe your designers, or whatever you do for a living, or even on your side business, right? Maybe you're in the fitness industry, or the boutique industry. Whatever it is, your business, your services that you provide, what solutions, right, do you offer? Okay, that's going to be so important and so key to you determining if you're solving your clients, your ideal clients' problems or not, right? Your solutions, everything come down to, there's a problem, what solutions do I offer, right? I see you have a problem. A lot of my target audience have a problem with finding their target audience, right? That's a problem. So then I would create a lot of content or do some teachings on helping those individuals to be able to create, or to be able to find their target audience, by doing that through a mini framework, or doing something where I can show them and help them, right? So that's me providing a solution to their problem. So you really want to think about, what solutions do I solve, right? That's what it's going to come down to. And the next thing you want to think about is, how do they know I can solve their problems, right? Are you really like best kept secret, or are you just only best kept secret in your head? And what I mean by that is, do people know that you have the solution? How do they know? That's very important, right? Because you don't want to just have all the answers, but no one knows that you even have it. And I'll get to that, because that's going to come into your messaging, right? That's going to come into you creating this epic message, and we're going to talk about that. But it's very important for you to know that other people need to know that you can solve their problems, right? But first you have to identify the problems. That's why I always tell people, write a list of 10 to 20 problems that you solve, within your product or your business or your clientele. It does not matter what business you're in. Doesn't matter if you're a baker. Doesn't matter, right? My problem could be I am a person who got to stay away from gluten. Well, hey, as a baker, I only create gluten-free products, right? I love sweets, but gluten does the body no good, right? And so now that's you solving that problem, right? But they need to know that, and they would know that through your messaging. So I'll go a little deeper into that, hopefully, if we have time. So the next thing is you want to become social proof, okay? If you want to be an answered prayer, you need to be social proof. So what do I mean by that? Social proof is just all about having other people vouch for you, okay? Other people are raving about you. Other people are reviewing you, and your results matter. Results do matter. I'll give you an example. When I'm looking for something, right? I have a problem. I'm looking for something. Because when you have a problem, where do you go? For that problem, where do your people go? So if I'm looking for something in particular, I have a problem, I'm going to start searching for it. I'm also going to be in my prayer room asking Lord, like, man, I need this. Like, I need this to do this. I need to find somebody who specializes in this. I need to find someone who is qualified. Here is an example. I was looking for a PR person, and I was finding some people in Facebook groups and things like that, but I didn't see anything that told me that they had results, that they can, come through for me, that they was really the legit person that had connections and resources and can get me seen on here and get me in articles and do this and do that and that and that. I didn't see that. I wasn't finding that. So I ended up asking a friend I asked who did I ask? Oh, I asked my website developer, and so she gave me someone that she's actually worked with for the past year or two. I think, I can't remember. And then I looked that person up, and after I looked that person up, I saw so many reviews. That person became social proof to me, and it was really, he became my answered prayer, right? He became, for me, God sent. Like, really? Like, this is somebody who had the social proof that can back up his work. And for me, it was a go, move forward, right? And so that's one thing. Number 3, okay, and we have like 5 that I'm gonna go over. So okay, number 3, I want you to think like this. You need to become unduplicated, okay? Uncloned, unduplicated. You know what I'm saying? You need to think in that way. And so here's an example. When I was, in the real estate industry, when I was deep into my career, um, there are tons of realtors, okay? Thousands, if I can be honest, even within the city that I was at. So there was a lot of competition. We're all licensed. We do the same thing, blase. But at the end of the day, I decided I wanted to separate myself. How can I stand out from the crowd, stand out from the noise? How can I become unduplicated? And even though we are creating, or we're giving everybody the same product, which is a house, right? But how can I make it where my service is unduplicated? And so really, that goes into your offers, that goes into your services, that goes into your products, your framework, right? So I began to create a framework for a particular people, and I'm getting ahead of myself, right? I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but I created a framework for my target audience, right? I created a framework for them, and I made it so, it was so unique for them. It answered their prayers. I answered their prayers. I really did, because I got really in tune with what their problems were, right? And many of them were saying, well, I've worked with all of these, I've worked with other realtors. Nobody was helping me the way you were helping me. Nobody explained this. Nobody took the time. Nobody sat down with me and went over my financials and blase, right? And so your offers are very important, when it comes to you being unduplicated, your services that you offer, even if you're a life insurance agent, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what can you do that is unique, right? That is different, that it goes against what everybody else is doing, right? But maybe you're still offering life insurance just like the next person, but there's something else. You have a framework, you have a system of how you operate. Maybe your customer service is good, right? Your products that you make are special and unique, right? And so that really would help. Number 4, you want to create your niche market. This is when I said I was going ahead. So when I decided to, when I was in real estate, and I wanted to separate myself, this is what I did. I created a niche market. And when I created a niche market, that separated me because I said, okay, I'm only going to work with first-time home buyers, right? Everybody else is going for the listings, and I'm working with first-time home buyers. And then I created offers, right? Products, right? Services around their problems. Is that making sense? Right? So you having a niche market would really help you to narrow things down. It will help you when it comes to strategizing your offers for them, right? And that's the thing I want to call it, like niche offers, right? But in order for you to do that, you really need to create a niche market. The more you get more specific with who your audience is, the more you become that person's answered prayers, because now you are making things specifically for them. You are making products for them. You are making products that answers their prayers, that are answering their questions that they have, that are solutions. So you become the answered prayer. You become that answered prayer, right? So having niche offers. In order to have a niche offer, you need to create. Because some people say, I don't know who my niche market is. Create one. You can create a niche market, right? If you're a travel agent, because I know people need examples. If you're a travel agent, well, you can be the travel agent who only work with corporate clients. So you work with coaches and Fortune 500 companies, people that are constantly booking trips or doing retreats, doing masterminds out of the country, right? That may be your clientele, right? So that is what I mean when I say niche marketing. You're not as broad, right? You're not broad, you're niched, right? And that helps you to create niche offers for a certain group of people, right? And that also helps you to create your profit message, right? I was talking about it just a little bit earlier, but your profit message is so important because this is what draws people in. It is exactly what I called it. It is your profit message. If your message is right, your money is going to be right. You're going to get a good profit, right? Because you are targeting the right people. You are speaking to their problems, right? You're speaking directly to the problems that they have, right? And you're always thinking about, when you're thinking about creating your profit message, always think about the outcomes that they are looking for. What outcomes do they want? And what are the solution that you provide? What is the desire that they want? Not the needs, but the desire. The more you focus on that, then you would have created your profit message. And when you create your profit message, you can go out there and teach it, right? You can go out there and speak about it. You can create content about it. You can create podcasts and YouTubes and blogs and Facebook Lives like this when you have and you understand who your niche market is and what problems they solve. You see, I keep connecting these and I keep coming back to them because they all connect. It's super important, right? And the final thing is targeted marketing. This is more on the AI side, right? Being an answered prayer. Because like I said, being an answered prayer is that more hey, am I really the answered prayer, or is it AI? And so target marketing is more so on that AI side, right? This is something that is done intentionally, right? This is something that can be manipulated and done, right? And no, I'm not teaching you how to manipulate, but this is a form of marketing. Now, the other things that I was saying, that is not manipulating. That is you actually being in tune of what your people that you are assigned to and called to want and need, and being able to provide a solution. You are you just carry solutions. That's a great thing. That's an answered prayer. So I'm wrapping this up. Target marketing, because I'm going over my time. Target marketing. So let's get into it. If you think about targeted marketing, you need to think about who you market to. You market to people who are searching and praying for your solutions, right? Or praying, right? But these are people that are searching or praying for your solutions. And so what do I mean by that? Well, if you've ever been on, like I said, I think I used this example earlier, right? I may have used the example earlier, but this is all about if I'm searching for something on Google, or if I'm searching for a particular product, a particular service, I'm in need of purchasing a home. I'm on Google, right? Because I'm on Google and I'm searching for that, then next thing you know, I go get on my Facebook page. And as I get up on my Facebook page, what do you know? Oh my God. Yeah. Cherie pops up. I've done that before. I popped up. Right? Cherie's popped up. How did she do that? Well, she did it through advertising, right? She did it through advertising. She did it through pixels, right? Connecting those pixels. She did it through targeting marketing. That's why it's so important for you to understand who your targeting market is, but also not just who they is, but what are they up searching? What are they looking for at night? What are their pain points? What are the problems that they're having? When you understand that, you can, that right there, it is almost like you will never lose, because you understand what your target market wants. And then you can create things like Facebook ads, Pinterest, YouTube's, whatever else is out there that you can, IG or whatever. I think TikTok have ads now. But the thing is, you want to make sure that your people are on there. Where do they go when they are looking for solutions, right? Because they may not be. If I'm looking for a solution, let me tell you something. Cherie is not looking on TikTok. Now, that I look on TikTok for entertainment, I really do. I may not look on there for solutions. I may go most of the time. I go directly to Google, or I will go to YouTube, and I'll go between the two. But it really depends, because some people may go on these sites. It really depends on the service that you provide or the products that you provide. So that's why another thing is you need to know where your clients are going when they are searching for their pain points, their solutions that they're needing, right? And always keep in mind that those that are searching, they are warm client or leads, right? They're warm leads. They're the most likely to be able to buy or be ready to make a move, right? And so that's why your messaging, right, your profit message is super duper important, right? My final point that I want to say is you need to have problem solution freebies, right? And everything goes back to knowing their problems, right? And freebies, we understand that freebies are lead magnets, opt-ins, things that you can offer. Your freebie should be able to solve one problem, okay? Even doing free content like this is a free live video, and I'm only talking about one topic, and that topic is about being an answered prayer and attracting clients, right? How being an answered prayer can attract clients, right? This is a free piece of content, right? So you want to think about that, because the more free content or freebies, or however you want to do it, it can be a freebie, it can be a blog, it can be a YouTube video, it can be like I said, a live video just like this, it can be a consultation. I would say if you want to reach more people, you need to do something, because a free consultation will only reach one person. So it just depends on, everything depends on your goals. Okay. But having that problem solution freebie, make sure that your freebie is solving one problem. What will they be able to do after they watch this or looked at the webinar or read the blog or read the checklist that you've given out on your freebies or whatever it is. So that's most important. But the point, as I'm wrapping this up, that I'm saying, if you want to be a answered prayer, you really need to start by knowing their problem, right? You also need to understand that you have a part that you partake in this, right? Giving good customer service. You cannot be an answered prayer with a bad attitude. You can't be an answered prayer with no social proof. Your offers stink. Like your offers don't solve my problems, right? And so at that point, you'll just be wasting money for me, right? And so you don't want that. And then also, if you want to reach those through AI, right, technology that's out in place, right, and you want to do that through advertising, right? You want to do that through advertising, through channels like Facebook, that we mentioned. Facebook is a really good one. Just always like to say Facebook, but you also want to make sure that you are doing it right and making sure that your Facebook ads have pixels on it so that they can, so that it can attract the right people, right? So that they can see your content if they are searching keywords, and it can piggyback over to your stuff. So I am not a Facebook ad expert. I know a little something about it, but I'm not a Facebook ad expert. But the point that I'm saying is you definitely want to make sure that you are investing in getting out there, getting your message out there, your profit message out there. As I said, how will they know that you have the solutions, right? Well, they won't know if you're not showing up consistently, if you are not social proof, if you don't have any type of marketing budget or ads or anything that they can see, or if you're not showing up constantly in groups or however, or whatever. You just need to show up more and show up with presenting your niche offers and your profit message and speaking to your target audience and presenting your results. All right. I am finished. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I will catch you next time. And once again, if you just tuned in and you don't know me, my name is Coach Cherie, business coach, and I help female entrepreneurs to relaunch for bigger profits and gain financial freedom. I'll see you next time.